Yeah, I feel like you guys that are listening, yeah, man, gaslighting. Me, you gaslight me, I'll light you up, pour new gas and light you up.
I feel another thing that I feel like is also normalized a lot, especially Uganda.
You know?
Very many people feel like it's normal to be in a relationship where your partner barely communicates with you, but your understanding for some reason, like somebody tells you that they are going out, kogwe no gamba, okay, kale, but the person that is communicating with you about going out is actively cheating on you while they are out.
Yeah.
But for you, because they've told you that they're going out, you feel like that's assurance enough that they're not cheating on you. They're cheating on you every day. Especially, now this is for Lebuti. If you go and party at Lebuti in particular, Shemani your partner is cheating on you. That is the truth. Let me settle that one for now. The experiences that
They're cheating.
They are cheating. That is the truth.
I think my model, when you talk about that for going out and all these things, my model relationship, one I look up to, is Marcus and Cynthia. There's this particular people in my friend group where if Marcus is in a mood to party, yes, and Cynthia is not, Marcus won't go out to party. Even if he is dying and his boys have told him the party is here, like, he will not go out to party. It's not necessarily of, come to my place and we'll hang out. No. He'll stay at his place, Cynthia will stay at his place, and they'll just be there. Or when Cynthia is in the mood to party and Marcus isn't, Cynthia won't go out. She'll tell you, I'm busy, I'm doing something. She'll tell it to people, but then us in the friend group, she'll say, Auntie Marcus is not going out, so I can't go out. And I feel like that, for me, is the model, because if you look at, like, old people, to divide from, like, and you're going, like, people that are, like, you know, in churches where, like, I've come with my wife, I always meet with my wife, yeah, where people say, my mom has this phrase of, you're her handbag. Where she goes, you go.
Right.
Yeah, me and my mom's handbag. So you're her handbag. Where she is, you're there. So they have started that now. Yes, and I feel like that for me is a model. It's a model of, you're saying when you talk about your partner is cheating, these guys have the assurance of, if I'm not at a party, my partner isn't going to be there. Yeah, so I have nothing to worry about. They're going to be at home. We're going to have, even if we don't talk throughout the night, yes, my partner is not at the party, so I'm not going to go party.
Which all comes back to
communication. Yes.
Communication is the key, and I say this all the time. Communication is the key for any relationship, regardless of friendship, romantic, platonic, etc., etc. Any relationship thrives based off of how well you're able to communicate with the other party. So, say if you're best friends and a friend has an issue with another friend, but that friend has a friend that has invited them for a party. Telling your friend that you're going for a party that is for a person that they don't get along with is communication. Because you're avoiding unnecessary beef, where somebody says, exactly, why did you go to so-and-so's party? Why did you talk to so-and-so? Exactly, things like that. Now, those are things that should be present, not just in romantic relationships, but in friendships, as well. It should expand, because we are all owed the basic human right of being told ahead of time things, right? Communicate to the people that you care about the most so that they can be able to understand why you're doing the things that you do and where you're coming from. Yeah. Be it attending somebody's party or making like a big financial decision. Communication is, I feel like, the baseline of any relationship on any level. If you can't communicate, don't bother talking to people, because at that point, if you can't talk to people, then what are you doing? You get?
So now, as we sum it up all together, we're both going to give an unpopular opinion. An unpopular opinion that each of us has towards general. It doesn't have to be about love. It doesn't have to be about relationships. Just a general unpopular opinion that you have, that you feel you're the only one that has that opinion.
Okay, let me see. Oh, I have to think. Unpopular opinion. I feel like an unpopular opinion would be you don't have to drink or smoke simply because your friends do. That's an unpopular opinion. If your friends are people that enjoy alcohol and or smoking, if that is something that you'd like to try or are interested in, partake and decide whether it is for you or not for you.
But it shouldn't be.
But it shouldn't be like a thing that you feel like you have to do. In fact, my unpopular opinion would then be peer pressure isn't a real thing.
Ooh!
If your friends peer pressure you into something,
you're the problem.
You're the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. Me, I've not said it. I just added. I just did. That means that guy thing.
Because genuine for me as me, by the from when we initially first left high school, I never really drank anything at all. Exactly. Granted that this podcast theme is cocktails and talk, so obviously I'm a little bit buzzed.
He's there.
But in the beginning, alcohol was something that I never really came close to touching. And even though my friends would sometimes insist, like we would meet up and I would contribute to the bill of the alcohol, but I never really drank anything other than soda and maybe water. Is because for me at the time, alcohol wasn't something that I typically wanted to partake in until later on I decided that I would like to try. But if you're the kind of person who feels like, oh, my friends peer pressured me into, shut the fuck up.
You're the problem.
Please. You wanted, you allowed. Your friends sure gave you the idea, but you're the one who
took the idea.
Exactly, you executed the drinking or the smoking or the whatnot, whatever it may be. You get, but in the moment you have to allow that it is upon you, the person who may not be partaking in that thing, that allowed that.
You are now partaking.
That I'm now partaking in
so
this thing.
So there were decisions to be made.
Exactly, and you chose to drink. Exactly, so don't say that your friends peer pressured you
to drink.
They proposed the idea and you allowed.
Yeah, so I think my unpopular opinion would be, if you are friends with me and somebody hurts me, you cannot be friends with them. Let me explain this.
Oh.
Let me explain this. And I need you to listen to me. I need you to look at me as I say. I'm going to hold your hand as I say this, yes? Because if you say you are my friend and you love me and you are tight with me, you have no if you know and it's genuine. Now, a lot of people will take this out of context, or some people just have beef with others. Now, that is not what I'm talking about, yes? Let me be clear. That is not what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about you are my friend, and I tell you this person hurt me like this, and it is genuine hurt. You have no business hanging out with that person. If it's a birthday, they could go die. If it's a wedding, they could get a divorce. If it's a child baby shower, they could smash the cake and it could die. Yes, you have no business attending. You have no business attending the events or celebrating the life of someone I have told you as my friend that they hurt me and they made me feel this particular way. Don't laugh with them. Why are you laughing with them?
I feel like that's a hot take, though.
I feel, for me it is, and I think all my friends have had to adjust to it, and I have lost a lot of friends because of that ideology.
I'm sure.
Because if I come to you and I say, this person did this, they said this about me, they made me feel this certain way, and we'll expand on that in a different episode. We'll continue to talk about some of these things. I feel like some of these things need to be deeply expounded on. But I've come to you and I've said, this person did this and they said this, and you call yourself my friend. The definition of a friend is a companion that understands you as an individual. Yes? So if you've understood me as an individual, understood that this person has defiled the sanctity of my person, yes, And if you as a friend who understands my person, you will understand that they have done something. So you have no business doing it. You have no. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Rhomios, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
There are a lot of insights that you've given that do give me a lot of stuff to think about. And I believe even the viewers do have a lot of things to think about. But for those that do not know his page, I am going to link it in the description below. There are stories that we need. Me personally, there are stories that have me clenching at my phone, actually turning the notification for his post because there's a story I'm waiting for. But every time I see Rhomios has posted, it's not the one, but we are waiting for stories. We love the stories.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. For those that just want to indulge in his page is something to indulge in. You won't get lost. Your data will get done, and you shall buy more. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. Share, tell people about this. Episode 2 is coming. And have a lovely week. See you next week.
I've got doodles I've undone.